Okay, in this video, I am going to show you how to create a Google form. And the purpose of this form is to get to know your students. We've been talking in this section about getting to know your students, developing relationships with them. And the first step to doing that is to get to know them, what they like, what they dislike, how they spend their time, if they like your content area, what they like about your content area. So if you think about it with that purpose in mind, then it's going to be pretty simple for you to develop this survey. So you're going to go into the shared folder that you just created, the technology folder, and you're going to go up here to new, and this is where you have all your options. But if you mouse over this last one, more, you can find your Google Forms. So click on that. And you need to give your form a name. So you're just going to click into this and you're going to name it Student Survey and then your title and your last name. So you're the teacher because this is to students. So the students are your audience. So you need to think about that as you're wording your questions. So I'm going to put Dr. Fox. And then you need to put some kind of direction right here for them to something like, please fill out this survey so I can get to know you better. Okay, so it's just a little direction to help them. The first question should always be their name. Now, if you notice, I just click on the different areas that I want to change. And this first one, if you notice, Google tries to guess what type of question that you want it to be. And so it started out on multiple choice, but then it changed to short answer for your name. Now there's lots of different choices for the different types of questions. So short answer, name is fine. If you want a longer answer, it doesn't look like it's different, but it will say paragraph over here and it says long answer text. So it just gives them more space, but actually the shorter text will actually expand to their answer as well. But if you want to change, you can go to multiple choice, which allows just one answer to be given. So if you say, what is your favorite, or do you like, yes or no. So you can have those, and just to put something in there, you just click on it and you start typing. So if you put this and you put that and you put nothing, okay, you can put other for them to write in their own option. If you do one and you don't want it, you can just click on the X to remove it. You can add an image to any question or any answer. So if I'm going to go to search and let's do technology, I can click on that and that answer will be associated with that question. I can get rid of it really easily. I can even put it up here on the question itself. So if I want to do this one, okay, you don't have to do any of that, but it's pretty neat to just do lots of different things. So if you click off of it and then this little snowman, you can change it, you can remove it, you can add a caption, you can center it. Okay, you can do all kinds of little things. If you want to get rid of it, then you can remove it like that. Real simple. So that's multiple choice. They just get one choice. But a checkbox, you can actually have more than one answer. So you might say, choose your 2 favorite foods out of this list below. Pizza, ice cream, whatever. And they can have more than one option. You can do a drop down. And this one's real interesting. Anytime you're doing this and you want to see what it looks like to the student, you can go up here to the eyeball, the preview, and just click on it and it'll show you what it will look like. So if I click on that choose, then it has the options that I gave them. And to get out of it, you just go up here and click on the X and that is it. And so that's the drop down. And then you also have file upload, which you won't use. If you want to play around with that, you can. You have a linear scale. So if you want them to rate things on a scale of 1 to 5, multiple choice grid. This is what you guys chose, used with the TPAC survey. And then the checkbox grid is the same thing, except you can have multiple choices on a row. You also have a date, like if they want to give their birthday, they have a time, and that is more for like setting up parent-teacher conferences if you want them to give a specific time that they would be available, not students, but if you did this with parents. So I'm going to change this back to short answer. The other things that you can do with these is you can make a question required. So they cannot submit a form unless they have the ones that are set to required, unless they have those filled out. So that's important to know. You can delete this whole question. You can duplicate it and just change the name of it. Now, I'm actually going to click up here. I forgot to tell you this. Anytime you have something in this, the title, if you just click up here where you name it normally, that it'll transfer that up there. The other thing, this little 3 snowman option menu, if you click on description, you can actually add just a little bit of text like for directions, just like you did above, if you want to do that. Now, let's say I'm going to keep my name one, but if I want to add another question, I'm just going to add question. And again, it starts out multiple choice, but you might say, what did you do over the summer? That was fun. And then it changed to paragraph on its own, but I want to make it required. Okay. So I can actually add an image as its own thing. So let's do summer. So if I just want to add an image kind of like a divider, I can do that as well. And as long as it's from the search within the Google form, then you don't have to have a caption or a citation information. Okay. So if I say I want this one to be moved, I want it to be below the summertime thing. All I did was click on these dots right here and I moved it. Okay. I'm just clicking and dragging it. So, and if you want to look at what it looks like, again, you can click on preview and that's what would come to the students. I'm going to click off again. If you don't like this purple background, you want something different, this color palette right here will help you change it. You can either do it just a different color or you can have a whole different theme by clicking on that image right there, the dot for the image. So let's say I want to do that. You can click on, there's all kinds of different things, sports and games. Yeah, there's moving ones and all kinds of stuff like that. So if I want to do that, I just click on it, select, and it'll change all the things associated with it. Okay. So the other thing is from this section, you can do responses. And if you click on this, you will actually create the response spreadsheet. So click on that and leave it create a new spreadsheet, click create, and then it will actually take you to the spreadsheet that you created. So the questions are always in their own column, but what I hate is that the text overruns the column. So I always just copy all my columns and I click right here on this text wrapping and I do this little wrap, the middle one, and it'll make it all in its own column. And I always change colors and all that, but you don't have to do that. So that is it on that. So I'm going to click out of that. So now you have at least your spreadsheet is there. You can look at it from there. So if I go back over to my questions, you need to have at least 8 questions on your survey. So that's important to remember. So you're going to put this survey in 2 different places. So you are going to actually submit this survey to my Google form. Okay, so all of your links will come to the right place, and you're actually going to do it on your Blackboard discussion board with your small groups this week. You're going to give your link and have the other students in the class or in your small group take your form so you can go and look at their responses. Okay, so you don't give this link though. You give a different link. So you give the one that comes up when you do preview. So if you click on preview, you will notice it says at the end of the link, view form. This is the one that you want. You don't want the other one. The other one says edit. That's only for you as the person creating it. The one you want is the view form. So you're going to click on this one and you're going to do Control C to copy. And then you are going to go back over to the Session 6 resources. And I haven't put the link here for my form that you're going to put it in, but you will have a form here where you have, you'll put your link. Okay. I'm just going to submit your link here to my form. And then I'm going to have it linked right there. Okay. If you want to look at an example, just click on this one, and I have one, several different things. Okay. So you can look at that. I want you to make it relate to your content area though. So make it specific to you. And that is it.